Hello, Hari Om. This is Yamuna Devi, and today I wanted to talk to you all about painful periods. And this is a question that was asked to me, and it's something that is very important. And that if we understand a little bit more about the moon cycle, the menstrual cycle, the period, everything comes in balance and everything comes in harmony. So, the question I was asked, do you have any advice about painful periods? Yes. Definitely there are. Ayurveda is beautiful in that respect because the period, the cycle, is something very special. It's a part of cleansing the system, and we cleanse the blood tissue. So we allow the flow of blood to come out, blood that is not needed, and then we are rejuvenating, bringing new blood cells into our body, and therefore bringing a lot of beauty, a lot of joy into the person's life. So after the cycle, it's not rare that the woman feels wonderful, feels good, starts looking much more beautiful. It's actually because we are rejuvenating the body. So it went through a cleansing process, a very natural cleansing process, and now it's rejuvenating. So let me give you some tips as far as the painful periods and things that you can do. So it is not normal to have painful periods. I want to be very honest with you. I did have painful periods when I was at a younger age, and I thought I had to live like this my whole life and just take medication because it's what it is, right? But it's not true. Now I have no pain because I understand Ayurveda and because I applied it in my life. So let me explain to you things that we should do before the cycle and during the cycle, and to help us during that transition. It is a transition, and it's a wonderful transition. It's something that we even should educate young girls, children, prior to having menses. Okay, so one of the things that I would reduce and possibly avoid 1 week before the cycle is coffee consumption, and perhaps reduce your caffeine consumption. So I would reduce it slowly and then avoid it. During that week of your cycle, definitely don't have any coffee or caffeine or any alcoholic beverages or anything that will kind of irritate the system, the emotions, the mind, right? So these are called vata provoking drinks or vata provoking things that we put into our body. So we definitely want to avoid those and reduce them. The second thing, these are 4 things that I'm going to tell you. The second one is we need to incorporate during this time, especially the week before. Why? Because the week before, the body is already saying we're going to start entering into that cycle. And during the days of your cycle, however long it is, if it's 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, however long it is, we should avoid during those times. Okay, we should do a vata pacifying diet. This means avoid all raw foods, salads, raw vegetables, anything raw. I would avoid. Fruits are okay, fruits are good, fruits we can eat raw. Crunchy things that are crunchy, like breads and crackers or anything that is drying, we want to avoid that. We want to eat more foods that are warm, that are freshly cooked, right? That are easy to digest. And one of the beautiful things you can add into your foods is ghee. Ghee is clarified butter, and this will help lubricate. This will help bring some grounding to your vata to prevent that any painful period or any discomfort, and even PMS. So we're talking about mainly painful periods, but it will also help for the rest. The third thing I want to tell you is we want to reduce stress levels. Definitely 1 week before your cycle, we want to go down a notch in our life, down a notch in our work life, down a notch in the things that we do. What does down 1 notch mean? It means slow down. So if you have put yourself a lot of work to do during that week, you will get pain. You will get a lot of stress. So we want to reduce that stress. We want to put a time into the work. We want to limit that stress. This is very important. If you reduce your stress levels during this time, practice some meditation, reflection, take some walk. Exercise is wonderful during this time. This will help relax, bring your stress levels down, and will allow the natural flow of your cycle to come, preparing for that time. During your cycle, you should definitely go even one more notch down. You should allow the natural process of your cycle to flow. So we don't want to stop it. We want it to flow very naturally, very smoothly. We want to help it. So how to help it? We practice these things. Avoid crunchy, caffeine, eat warm foods. Give that time to nourish yourself. Give some love to yourself. This is your sacred time. This is the time that you say, okay, this is me time. I need to take care of myself. I need to dedicate to myself. And this will help you, and it will also help you understand your cycle as well. The fourth thing that I wanted to give you as far as advice to help you with the painful periods is you can do a fresh tea of fresh ginger, and cinnamon stick. And it's something that you would sip like throughout the whole day. And especially if you have a little pain, discomfort, take that. The fresh ginger will help reduce inflammation, and the cinnamon helps circulation. So it will help allow that free flow of the blood to come out. And the fresh ginger will help also to help improve the digestion. It will help eliminate toxins, and it will also help reduce inflammation. So these two wonderful herbs go well in hand to help the healing process and to give you that space to feel good. I would love for you to try it. I am sharing this with you, and I want you to apply this into your life, and you tell me if it works for you, and I want to know how you feel. So if you do practice this, please send a note, write a message, and share with others who are going through this difficulty as well, because honestly, we don't have to suffer. And just because some people have painful periods, you don't have to go through that. You don't have to suffer. So it's understanding your body that you start feeling good. So I'm saying this from my experience. You will practice, you will feel great, and keep me posted. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, and thank you for bringing that space and that love and that joy into your life. Hari Om.